I go about each day looking for those opportunities that maybe I'll be of service for somebody else, or maybe somebody else has been put in my path to somehow be of
Sure.
service in my life. I just never know. It's the thing that keeps me joyful and
Yeah.
in awe. And it kind of circles back to that saying yes and
Hmm.
being willing to be open. It's a little bit on the spiritual side. It's warm and fuzzy, but
But
it's a
it's not.
great way to live.
But think about this, the amount of times that you've listened to your yes or accepted something unknown to be curious, to follow your passion, how many times has that worked out for you?
Almost every single time.
So it's not actually the soft stuff. It actually is legitimately in your favor every time. So you have a trend of facts and data behind you that say this works. And so I think certain people are either open to following those signs or they're not. They're open
Mhm.
to appreciating them and accepting them. We laughing earlier calling it woo.
Like earlier today, we're eating lunch out there, and I've been talking to you about other women I want you to meet, and
And
one
one
of them
shows up.
walks right
Yeah.
up, and it's probably the top one on my list. I serve under she's the CEO of the Winter Park
Yeah.
Chamber. I serve on her board, and she is amazing what she's done in Winter Park for commerce and for the
Yeah.
businesses, and her advocacy work in Tallahassee for arts and culture, which connects to my Florida Council on
Yep.
Arts and Culture. And there she was. And I thought, well, there you go.
Yep.
There's another
Another example.
example that but that's what happens to me all the
Yes.
time. But I'm really open to it.
Right. And how many times do you think if you're somewhere that is successful, however you define that, but you're in the right place at the right time and you look back at what had to connect to make that moment happen or make that meeting happen? I mean, even think about this. We had planned this 3 weeks ago. Schedules didn't allow. Then we had one shift because one person wanted to be here live. Now we're here today. That happened 4 days ago. And she was here the same time you were here it's
Yeah.
everywhere. And I call them the silver lining moments when you look at how life's blueprint unfolds around you. And if you, to me, what's interesting is if you follow it, it takes you to a certain place, and it always seems to elevate what your purpose is and
Mhm.
who you're supposed to be deep down. And I think listening to that is also really important.
And I think it takes practice to listen to
Yeah.
that because I think it's available for
Yeah.
everyone. It's not like, a Tyler Henry, medium experience.
It's
That's
a
not,
sixth sense though.
but
Would you?
it is an intuitive
Yes.
kind of
Yep.
situation that happens. But I also think for me, it gives me great comfort in times of struggle because
Yep.
I mean, life is life. I mean, we don't all go through life without challenges and
Hmm.
heartbreak and grief and loss and joy. So I think of those things as it to me helps me in the times of struggle, and I can be in a time of struggle today and still have joy in my
Yeah.
life. And that's a really nice place to be able to navigate the world.
I think the recognition of some of those silver lining moments and tying that to gratitude, even when you're in times of struggle, it gives you hope because you will take anything that is a signal. Like I remember going through some of my own challenging times and a neighbor would drop off,
Mhm.
cupcakes at the door, or somebody would just text and say, "Hey, I'm thinking of you. You're okay." I said to myself, hang on to these. These are the things that if you can attach gratitude for, it will pull you forward. And
Mhm.
I might not have known my way. I might not have
Mhm.
known what the next day was going to bring. Some days I might not have thought I could get out of bed. But if I focused on those little connector points of people showing up or little signs that there's life ahead, just keep going. Just keep
Mhm.
going. It's really powerful when you think about it that
Mhm.
way. So when you think about women leadership and how you've created your life and inspired others, how would you advise an emerging young female who may want to be an entrepreneur, community leader, influencer, worker connector? What advice would you give for her at this day to be the best and put herself in the position to be you when she's almost 60? But at a certain point down the line, because I'm sure there's many people that would look and say, I want everything that you've done the way you've done it.